Ladies and gentlemen, Paul Chamberlain, the Air Force guy, RV extraordinaire, coming from Beckley's Camping Center today to show you. This is a very unique trade that we got in. It's a 2000 Winnebago Rialta. It's a 22QD. Now, for more information on this RV or any others, please read, if you're calling, if you're emailing, or if you're stopping by Beckley's Camping Center, be sure to ask for the Air Force guy. By the way, I'll have all the links. I'll have down below this video, I'll have the link to a brochure for this particular model, as well as the specs and pricing and contact information for me just below this video. But let's get on to this camper. So the unique thing about the Rialto was the fact that this was one of the very first in the Class B motorhomes on the market. Most others were considered Class B conversion vans. This was a Volkswagen chassis designed specifically for the Rialta through Winnebago. Now this will have a V6 gas engine in it. Nice thing, it's under 22 feet in length. Height is just at 8 foot 6 inches, and that is with the roof air conditioner. You're going to also notice that you had the option to get a generator. It was a 2800 gas generator, and this particular one does have that as an option. So let me show you inside this unit. So on the door side, what you're going to notice is that it's a very low profile motorhome, and notice how there is no actual external step. You're going to be stepping right into the motorhome. Now, as you come into this particular floor plan, like I say, in the brochure, you'll be able to see all the different floor plans that were available. This is the one that we have at this point. On this particular one, as you come in, you can see it's going to be the galley separating the dinette booth area back there. You're going to have your sink, your cooktop here, as well as your refrigerator. Now, it does have a little light switch here for a little step light. So that way there, when you're stepping in here in the evening, it is going to be lit up so you can see where you're stepping. Now, looking towards the back on this particular model, you have, this is a dinette booth, and the table pulls out from in the back. I'm going to show you how that comes out. And then the dinettes will fold directly together, and that'll be your bed side to side. Now on the roof here, because you actually have a step up when you're stepping in here, what you'll have is you have a skylight here. You can see that they covered it to give you darkness. You also have another power vent fan over here, which they covered up as well. But this is the back side. Let me show you how that table comes out. Now, before I pull the table out, I want you to notice what they've done here is, this is kind of an addition. If you remember back in 2000, you didn't have flat screen TVs. So what they were able to do is they mounted a TV here, and it has a TV mount where it can swivel down. And what they're doing is they're using straps to hold it up as they travel down the road. Now, to pull the table out, very simple to pull the table out. This is just going to lift out here. The table is stored inside. We're going to pull it out. Now the table is in two pieces basically. It's cut in half. We're just going to undo the leg here. This leg is going to strap up. And then at that point, we're just going to put the leg down, and now you have your table. Now it does have locks up underneath here, but this is your table for the dinette. Put it away, it's just going to be the opposite of what we just did. Just need to put this leg goes down as such. This will secure right in here with a little snap, and then we're just going to drop it right on in there, and it's put away. It's that simple. Now, how do you're probably saying, how do you make the bed? The bed is, you have two dinette booths, well, seats on either side. These fold just like a futon would be. So it will be like a jackknife sofa. You're just going to lift up, and then what will happen is, at that point it lays down. This side's going to cover this side, and now you have a bed across here. So the dinette booth, when it's made to a bed, you're 50 inches wide, so that's a couple inches wider than a double, but you're 82 inches in length. So that's longer than what a queen bed would be, or a double. So you can see a nice counter space back there, cup holders so as you're going down the road. See how they have the speakers already up to the left and right. The nice thing with the TV being there makes it very easy for you to add additional DVD players and things of that nature. Now the back window, that's a big back window. Notice how heavily tinted it is. And then on either side of your dinette booth, you're going to have these jalousie windows. So all you do is turn this in order to open it. Nice thing with the jalousie windows is then if it's raining, you can still utilize your windows. Now you also have the screens that pull down. You're going to have those throughout all of the windows. Show you what you're looking at here. See, they kind of added a little basket up here. You've got a little hanger, a GFI outlet. This is where you would check all of your tanks. So all that would be right there. As well as your furnace thermostat is right above that. Now the air conditioner is right above here, and the controls are right on the back side. Adequate AC system for the length and the size of this particular camper. You see you also have additional outlet on the back of the counter here. Nice little backsplash, counter extension. As I said, you had a 2-burner cooktop here. They put some stuff in there to keep it from rattling. You've got your microwave right up top here. Of course, it does have the antenna on the roof. And notice how it also has, for the air conditioner coming from the dash, blowing back here, which makes it nice so as you're driving down the road, you have some air conditioner in the rear of the coach. And that's operated separately. So either you don't have to run your generator to cool the back part of your motorhome. Okay, so now if you wanted to use the bathroom, it has an extension on this. It's pretty cool how this wall does. And down to the floor, you can actually pull up the floor to give you the shower pan, if you're going to be taking a shower, or if you need that for your for additional leg room. So the way this does, this will just lift up here. You can just set it out of the way. You're just going to push on either side. It has a little button. You push, handle. Now your wall extends. And as you can see, now that is going to be your bathroom. You're able to use it for a shower. You're able to use it for a toilet. So as you can see with that door pulled out, it makes it so you don't have room to get to the back. You can still get to the front if you needed to. But you don't even need to pull off that floor piece that I took up in order to use this bathroom. As you can see, you have plenty of room there for the toilet. Now the sink does fold down, like in a lot of things you see here out there today. You can see you have a place to hang, to put your shower holder. And this sink just folds right back up in here. So as you see, it folds here. It's going to snap right there, so it's locked back in place. And then you have the cover to go ahead and put back in place there. So you see you have plenty of room, and as you can see, if you didn't have that floor up, your feet are going to be in there. Now, it has the drain for the shower back there on the right-hand side, and you have a shower drain switch right there. Now, up above there, you can see that you have a medicine cabinet. It's not very deep, but it's still usable space, as you can see. So they do have room in there. So in order to take it in or to take it out, what you're going to be doing is you push on these buttons here to push it back, but you've got to push on both at the same time. So just like that, it is back in place. Now you do have a nice little storage cubby here. You can hang some clothes. One thing I like about what Winnebago does, though, is look at this sheet that's in here. This is your motorhome information sheet. It's going to give you the model number. It's going to give you the year, gross axle, gross vehicle, unloaded, net carrying, gross combined, all those things. Factory has everything listed there for you. Serial number, chassis number. So all that is right inside of there. And you can see there is where you can hang clothes, or if you want to make it so you do something else, you can do that as well. Now down below that, that's where you can see the heater, but you have, this is also the switch for your water heater there. Now you also see this black knob right here. That is a spare heater for you. So as you're driving down the road, if you don't want to use your propane heat, you have a heat supplement right there, which would be electric. Back there on the floor to the right, underneath the dinette, that's where your breakers and fuses will be. Now for your refrigerator, in this particular one, it's a Norcold refrigerator, 3-way, so you can run it on battery, propane, or 110 power. And it's right there. And you can see how they have it set up so that you don't, you gotta pull the pin out so you can see inside of it. So that's the refrigerator. Nice thing with that pin is when you're not using it, as you can see, you can store it so the door's not swinging open, but you're able to still leave that refrigerator open so it doesn't have mold and so forth in it. Moving to the front area, as you can see, this one has the 4 seats. So this would be a great traveling motorhome, even as like a custom van if you wanted to, and you have access to have a bathroom, cooking facilities, and so forth. So back here you can see you have for your video selection, input jack, so you can actually hook something here if you wanted to, put a TV right here. You have cup holders on the next to the seat, and look at a nice window. That's a good sized seat there. Kind of looks like the seats you'd see on an airplane. Yeah, so you have that on both sides. Of course, a little 12-volt charger. And then, of course, you have up in the front here, this is your Volkswagen chassis. Now, this one has 104,611 miles on it. They've kind of updated the stereo and a few things in here, as you can see. The seat does have a little bit of a tear, but for the most part, this thing is in very nice shape. Wanted to give you an idea of what it's like walking in this side. Notice how you got a nice running board to help you step up, although it's not very high to get in here. Your arms, they adjust on both sides. You can adjust those up or down. You can see how they have the Rialto embossed into the seat. They have that same thing on the driver's side. So this is how much leg room you have. Now as you look at the Rialto here on the outside, you can see that it is a very aerodynamic type vehicle. You got the nice molded fiberglass cap above that. The nice thing with Winnebago is about 70% of what you see in and on the outside of this coach would still be available from Winnebago because they save the molds. That's an important distinction with Winnebago over the competition out there. So this is coming down the driver's side. As you can see this, I'm going to show you this screen door because it's kind of unique on what Winnebago does. So something else that is unique about Winnebago is how they do things. They're making things, so they make this screen door. This screen door is not your typical screen door that you see on other RVs, whether they be motorhomes, travel trailers, and so forth. So I'm just going to go ahead and shake this. It's not bending the hinges. It's not doing anything to it. Do not try that on other RVs because you will damage them. But that's another piece with the Winnebago, and that's how they set themselves apart from the competition. It may not be the prettiest of the RVs out there, but they are built very, very well. So on your door here, of course, notice that this one did not have the awning on it, but you do have 110 outlets on the outside. This is just an exhaust for where the refrigerator is. Of course, your water fill is right here. You're going to have a little storage down below there. And then on the back side here, you have storage. This will be back underneath that countertop that was in the back. So nice little storage area for you. That's on the back side. You can see you also have the hitch receiver on the back if you need to put something back here. Mother-in-law seat, or you'd like to tow something very small, you could do that as well. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, the 2000 Winnebago Rialto, the 22QD. For more information on this particular camper or any others, be sure if you call, if you email, or if you stop by Beckley's Camping Center, you ask for Paul the Air Force guy. I do appreciate you watching, and if there's something else that you'd like me to review, whether it be another RV or whether it be an aftermarket product, by all means reach out to me and I will see what I can do. Appreciate it, and we'll be back at you again soon. Take care.